What's going on, YouTube? About to make my first fishing vid today. Just gonna grab a few things, probably get some gas, and head to where I fish. About 5 to 8 minutes out. I'll take you guys along and tell you what I'm about to do today here. What's up, you guys? Here we go, headed out to some of these ponds out in Rock Island. They're roughly about 7 minutes from my house, and that's definitely where I'm gonna be fishing a lot of these videos. I mean, I'm gonna do a lot of traveling as well, but just getting started and, you know, testing the lures and you know, all sorts of easy stuff like that. I'll just head there because it's super close to my house. There's like 9 ponds. It's where I grew up fishing. You know, it's just super easy. But trust me, it's not only going to be Rock Island fishing, so don't worry about that. So pretty much in this video, I mostly just want to talk about like an introduction. Introduce myself, tell you guys what this channel is going to be all about and what I'm trying to do here. I don't want to be just like any other normal YouTube fishing channel. I don't want to be like super boring, bore you guys to death or whatever. But I'm gonna try to mix it up and be not so repetitive with, you know, the same old stuff you guys look up all the time. Bear with me. Right now, I'm using a GoPro Hero 4 Black Edition, so the sound quality is probably crap right now, if you guys can even hear me. But it won't be too long before I get a new camera, so please bear with me. I also have a Sony VX201000, and it's an awesome camera for skateboarding, which is, I'll get into that later. But it's not HD, so I don't think you guys would be into that. Maybe I'll make a couple videos in standard definition just for fun, you know, but it's nothing I'm going to film with on the daily. I also want to apologize for not looking at you guys too much, because here in my truck that I got specifically for fishing, that I'll make a video about later on, it came with a GoPro mount right where it's mounted, so I was like, heck, might as well use it, right? And so it might not be very straight or centered, and you might not even be able to see me right now, so apologize for that. I'm also driving, so I can't just stare at the camera the whole time. But let's get into this a little bit. My name is Derek Kinzabaugh. Grew up in Rock Island, Washington. Oh, big O town, man. That's where we're headed, though. I grew up fishing and skateboarding down there. I don't know what I did first. All I know is it's all I did. I remember the first time I caught a fish, it was a bluegill. You know, I just casted a tiny little hook out with a worm on it. Got him in seconds, and then I was probably hooked more than that fish was. But ever since then, I've been fishing and skating. Eventually, I, you know, tried to get more into it, fish for a lot of trout, tried to get into bass. Just wasn't too good at it at first because, well, let's face it, I didn't have the right stuff, didn't really know what I was doing. I tried, but I didn't try that hard. And now, like, my favorite thing to fish for is bass. That's all I ever want to fish for. But granted, I say that, I actually, my buddy, he bought me my salmon steelhead endorsement, also a second pole endorsement today, which, thank you very much, Rat. I really appreciate that if you're watching this video. So now I can fish with 2 rods, I guess, if I really wanted to, but whatever. I don't want to ramble at you guys too much. I do have a lot I want to talk about, but I just, you know, I didn't want it to be all the same freaking angle. But I'll try to get a little bit of this done. I'll talk to you about the water as well. Let's see how, where. Like I said, I started fishing in Rock Island. The bite is pretty strong down there. You know, there's big bass. I've caught my personal best down there. Right now it's only at 3.14 pounds. So basically a 4-pounder. But there's big bass. There's several ponds. There's 9, if I am mistaken. I might be mistaken, but there's 9 ponds. Plenty to choose from. I'll mix it up. And I'm just gonna, you know, talk to you guys as I go fishing and teach you guys things you might not know, or there might be tons of you viewers that know way more than I do. Some of you might learn from my videos. Every time I learn something, I'm going to tell the camera so that you guys know, and also maybe you guys might not know this, so it might be news to you. I might actually be teaching you something. That'd be cool, right? Down where I'm going, they tried to kill off all the bass and all the spinal ray fish because they're predator fish, and they were eating all the trout. Don't get me wrong, I like fishing for trout. It's fun, you know, but there's nothing like tricking a bass into biting your lure. You know, nothing beats that, if you ask me. But who knows? You know, how I got into fishing, I used to hang out with a couple of my friends, Kyle and Jordan. Their older brother went to the pond to go fishing or something, and we went with them. My mom always told me to stay away from the pond. She didn't want me to go to the pond. She was scared I was going to fall in and drown or something. Apologize for the wind noise right now. I'm on the highway. But yeah, we were down there and he was fishing, and it kind of showed me how and what fishing was all about, and I was like, oh, this is cool. So I ended up trying it on my own. Liked it a lot, obviously. Got really deep into it. Fished for a long time. Fished with Kyle and Jordan a lot, and they're like my buddies to go fishing with. They always catch a trout, and then I'd always go to their house and be like, hey, let's go fishing. And one day I went over there and they were skateboarding, and they introduced me to a skateboard, and man, did that skyrocket from there, man. I'd fish in the morning, in the evening, skate while it's hot. Man, those were the good old days. But eventually skateboarding took me to this other, my closest friend, I would consider my brother. His name's TJ. Fished with him for a bit, but he was always more into bass fishing, so that's when I kind of got into that. I would try my best, didn't have the right rods, lures, line, reels, you name it. But we tried anyway, you know. We looked up to this kid, I think his name was Justin, I can't remember, but he would slay bass, man. Wow. Wish I could get a hold of that guy. But you know, that's kind of a little bit of how I got into it. Eventually, I progressed a lot with skateboarding, and I liked skateboarding a lot, and it was just too much fun. So I ended up, you know, quit fishing, and all I did was skate. Got really good at it for a while. Ended up getting sponsored and, you know, stuff like that. So I didn't really fish as much, and I skated all the time. Moved out of Rock Island, and then I really didn't fish as much, and you know, I just found myself skating all the time. That's all I ever did. Eventually got good and filmed a lot with GoPros, my VX, whatever. Made a lot of edits and trying to make video parts and stuff. Got all caught up in that. Recently, about the beginning of the fishing season this year, my buddy Rat, the same one that bought me my salmon endorsement and stuff, thank you again, he was like, hey man, I went fishing, it was a lot of fun, you should get your license, let's go. I'm like, alright, cool. Next day, bought my license, we went fishing, you know, got hooked again. Good times. I mean, it always reminded me of good times, and that's all I've been doing lately. Like, I still skate, but pretty much all I've been doing is fishing. And to translate back over to the skating side of things, I always filmed skating and made edits and stuff, and I was like, man, fishing's fun, I'm really getting into it. Why don't I start making edits and stuff like that? Here I am, making my first YouTube video. I apologize if I'm rambling and just keep talking about the same old, and gets old. I just want to apologize for that. This is not what this channel is going to be all about. I just want to do a good introduction. I filmed it once before, but it wasn't at the right place, so I thought I'd redo it more of on my way to fishing and a little bit on the pond as well. I got a whole list down here I'm going to go over, and then I'm actually going to do some fishing. I will film me fishing so that this isn't just a completely boring video, as if I haven't bored you guys enough. Let's see. Along with fishing, I posted to a forum asking people about, I forgot, some sort of the best place to bass fish or something. And an old buddy I used to skate with named Googan Squad, I met up with him on that, and then he's taught me a lot, man. He like competes, he's sponsored, he does a lot of tournaments and stuff, and he's a really good angler. And he's taught me a lot, and if it wasn't for him, I probably wouldn't be this hooked. I actually have bought a couple rods from him and ended up getting new reels and line and all sorts of stuff just because he's kind of helped me out, helped me open my eyes to this whole bass thing, and I was doing it all wrong. So thank you, Cody. Another reason that I really wanted to get a YouTube channel going is I'll fish and then I'll go to work, and at work I'll just watch fishing videos. And I ran across this group of dudes. They call themselves the Googan Squad. I'll make sure to have a link down below in the description so you guys can check them out and see why I want to do it. They are really good at what they do, and I was like, heck, I want to do this too. And just one second, guys, there's a van down here, so I might not be filming my video down here. I'll check right back with you guys in a second. Sorry about that, guys. I don't see them, and I apologize if we have terrible lighting right now. Bear with me, I'll get a better camera. Let's see, where did I leave off? See, I got a list. Let's see, okay. Eventually, I will be investing a lot into this YouTube thing. I'll get really good editing software and all that. Right now, I'm just going to use iMovie. Eventually, I'm going to get Final Cut Pro. I apologize again for this terrible audio. I know you guys can probably hear me, and it just sounds like crap. I'm going to have lots of videos such as, you know, my fishing gear, my rods, my reels, my lures, my favorite lures, my lures I hate. I'm going to have, like, you know, review videos, challenge videos, tournament 1v1, 2v2, tournament vids, you know, all sorts of stuff like that. Try to keep it interesting. I also bought a float tube. I've been using float tube for these ponds. You can't take a motorized boat in it, or a gas motor, I guess. And I don't got a boat yet, which I will eventually have. So I bought a float tube, and I'll give you a tour of my float tube, the rod holder I have. I'm gonna have, you know, I'll have videos in the tube. I'll have videos from shore, in boats, all sorts of stuff like that. I'll have unboxing videos, how-to videos. The truck I'm in right now that I'm filming this in, I bought this truck specifically to go fishing because I also have a project car, a Subaru Impreza, and I'll have a video on that later on too. But anyways, that car was too low to go fishing all the time in, so I bought this so I can go fishing and have all my, you know, long rods in the back and stuff I bought from Cody. I learned that you need special rods for bass fishing. Let's see. Along with the skateboarding thing, I haven't been skating very much, and a lot of my friends think I quit skating. I haven't, so don't even think that at all. You know, here, watch. I will show you a clip you probably haven't seen, right? Also, I hurt myself at the last event that I thrown a little bit. It's been the same ankle that's been bothering me, and it really got me good that time, so it's just been bad timing. I got reintroduced to one of my favorite hobbies, and also got hurt on my most favorite hobby. So I just kind of transitioned over into fishing more, letting my ankle heal and whatnot. And a lot of you, if you're watching this or not, you don't hit me up anymore, so am I supposed to go skate by myself? I do, but, you know, hit me up. I'll skate more. You know, along with my Subaru in the car scene, I will, show you guys a picture of my car, right? You know, I'm gonna have an Instagram for this fishing thing. I'm gonna stick with just an Instagram and YouTube channel, and if I get enough followers and start blowing up, I'll transfer into like getting a fishing Snapchat, getting a fishing Facebook, Twitter, blah blah blah. But you guys gotta hit that subscribe button and like my videos. I apologize again if this one's really boring. I'm trying to speed it up here. Let's see. I will link all of my gear, such as like my float tube. I'll have a quick photo of that, and you guys can, you know, hit the link if you want to check it out or buy one or look at reviews or whatever. I will have some features and collabs. Like, I'll have some of my good buddies fishing with me, my girlfriend fishing with me, my dad fishing with me, stuff like that. My good buddy Rat fishing with me. Sorry if I keep looking away. There's a girl over there and she probably thinks I'm stupid talking to a camera. You know, I think that is a good little brief introduction of what I'm doing here. She's staring at me like I'm a retard. Yeah, let me change up the camera angle so you guys aren't completely bored, and I'll continue with what I'm doing here, right? Really good conditions out today, actually. Check it out. A little breeze, sunny, kind of warm. I'm gonna throw a spinnerbait while I talk to you guys. Actually, screw it. I'm gonna throw a chatterbait. White and chartreuse with a golden blade. See how that does for me today. Forgot to mention the reason why I'm creating a fishing YouTube. Back to that subject is mostly the Googan Squad. They really inspired me. You know, I'll leave links down below. You know, John B, Andrew Flair Outdoors, AP Basson, Lunkers TV, Fluke Master, all those guys. So I'll definitely have a link down below. You guys check them out. It'll probably inspire you too. Eventually I'd like to be successful enough, hopefully have enough subscribers, views and whatnot, to, you know, have little fishing videos with subscribers, bring you guys out to some of my favorite spots and test your luck, have 1v1 challenges, stuff like that, giveaways, all sorts of stuff. Let's see. Yeah, how about we catch some fish? Let's try this guy. Boom. Going somewhere else. The last spot was slow and there was tons of people around me, so I moved to one of the several other options I have out here. Let's see how this goes. Let's see if we can have a little better luck out here. I'm gonna throw a spinnerbait, chatterbait, top water, walking bait, maybe switch up a frog, ribbit frog, something like that. I'd also like to apologize again for the crap audio I'm gonna have with the GoPro for a few days, weeks, months. But I'll eventually get a good camera. You know what pisses me off? people don't pick up their trash. That sucks. Let's see if we can get something. One, he came off. Well, you guys, sorry I couldn't catch a fish for you in my first video. I'll try 10 times harder next time. You know, I had one on, I promise you that. I just have terrible hookups with those ribbit frogs. I don't know if I'm doing them wrong, or I'm just not setting the hook hard enough, or maybe the fish was too small to get it to eat it, or maybe I didn't let him eat it. I don't know. But either way, I didn't catch any fish for you guys. I'm going to try to edit this up and get it up tonight. Please leave a thumbs up. Please subscribe. Please help me get this going. I know my first video, probably a little boring, but stick with me. They're going to get better. I'll get better. Get better at everything. Better camera, better editing, better mic. You know, get better at fishing and help me grow, please, YouTube. One thing I forgot to mention with you guys, with my whole name, STEEZYAngler202. Well, it all started as, you know, skateboarding. I considered myself Steezy. Wrote Steez on all my boards, all my social media turned into STEEZYTricks101. Feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel for tons of skating and edits and personal stuff. All my Instagram, Snapchats, Facebook, STEEZYTricks101. That's my personal, you know, social media. You know, so I just kind of tried to go with that, you know. I was like, well, STEEZYTricks101's my thing, so this isn't fishing, but it's angling, so I was like, I'll go with STEEZYAngler202. I chose the 202 because I like the 101 with skating, but I already used 101, so I'm gonna have to use 202, you know? Yeah, sorry about this, guys. I'm trying to get on the highway and there's tons of traffic right now. Yeah, anyways, I'm done rambling at you guys. You probably heard enough of me and my story. Just thought I'd fill you in. Yeah, you see that red button down there? Turn it white. Thanks.